If you have to describe yourself in one word as a person, what will that word be?
I think I would say shy.
Shy.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And if you have to give yourself marks out of 10, as an actor, how many marks will you give yourself?
I'm really sorry to sound arrogant, but I think one thing an actor must have is confidence in what he does. I don't regard myself as a star or as somebody who is famous or something like that. But as an actor, I like to live in the world that I am the best actor in this universe.
In a family which is dominated by actors, producers, directors, when was the first time you discovered that you want to act?
I guess when I was in school, I was very bad at studies. That was the only reason. I mean, the first time I really thought, okay, I should act is because I didn't want to study. मैंने सुना था कि एक्टिंग करने के लिए पढ़ाई की ज़रूरत नहीं होती, तो शुरुआत वहाँ से हुई. But then I guess after I finished my school, my 12th standard in Bombay, I had to go abroad, for my further studies. My father was quite encouraging about that. He wanted to send me to a business school. I had no interest in learning business or engineering or any other subject. So I told him, let me go to a film school. If I fail as his logic was, if I fail as an actor, what would I do in my life? But even if today, if I fail as an actor, I don't think I could have done anything apart from the movies.
What was the first lesson you learned as an actor on the sets of Black, as you said? Though I would have wanted to know, when was the first time you stood in front of mirror and said a dialogue? And if that dialogue, what was that dialogue that you said? Because all of us have done that.
Correct.
So which was that moment?
I think the first dialogue I ever said was, a lot of you guys also must have done it, is Mr. Bachchan's dialogue from Agnipath.
What was that?
आज वो मौत के साथ परमिट है, देख इंग्लिश में बात करता है, trying to take his voice out, and it was terrible. I remember that. It was nowhere close to. But coming back to Black, and I think the most important thing I learned was seeing Mr. Bachchan, his discipline, his dedication, his love. Even after so many years of acting and achieving so much,
absolutely,
he still has it in him. He still wants to do better. He's constantly checking his shots. He was calling his son Abhishek on the set, showing him certain shots with background music. He used music a lot. A lot of actors do this, and especially Mr. Bachchan, that he uses music to get himself in certain moods.
So then you were approached by Sanjay himself for Samaria.
Yes.
Did he take you in the film because you were his assistant, A? Or did he take you in the film because you were a potential star? Or did he take you in the film because you were Neetu and Rishi Kapoor's son?
Well, I think it's the reverse order. He took me because I was somebody's son. So because you come from a film family, there is a certain sense of people are inquisitive. They're curious. People want to see you.
Did he do screen tests?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I remember when I went to him to assist him on Black, I didn't use my parents. I didn't make my dad call him or anybody. I went myself with a resume. My first shot was actually a duplicate of Mr. Bachchan on Black. If you see the first shot of the film, the man who's sitting on the fountain with Alzheimer's, that's me. With a lot of padding.
Okay.
And Rani Mukherjee comes and jumps on me. And I was just excited that Rani Mukherjee was coming and jumping on me. So that was my first shot in front of the camera. For Savaria, my first shot was that I was meant to open the door and scream Sonam's name Sakina, and I still remember it was my first shot. And I was so excited because it's like 22 years of your life, and it's finally coming down to this shot where it's your first shot at the movies. And the first take happened, and there was something wrong in the timing of the camera. And between the first take and the second take, Mr. Bansali came to the door to direct me. And I was so excited while he was directing that I just shut the door on his face. I remember he got really upset, because we were his assistant directors. So, and I got a pasting of my life that day. He shouted at me, he said, who do you think you are? Do you think you're Dilip Kumar that you're closing the door on me? But I guess that's also what really grounds you. It makes you understand, calm down, you're just an actor. Stop having these dreams of being a star and being this, or emulating a star. when I reached my second film, Bachna Hai Aisi, I was traveling to Switzerland, Italy, wearing all these fashionable clothes. I was like, "Arey, aaj main star ban gaya." But that's what really actually made me. That's working with Mr. Bansali. That's what really gave me the idea of hard work and all of that. Today, I guess when you grow as an actor, when your stardom grows in a way, a certain ego somewhere comes. It's a very bad thing to develop, but that kind of comes in, and then you start questioning the other person. Why is he telling me what to do? I know what I'm doing, but I have always believed, or I've always had a very clear way of working. This that I work with people or directors who know more than me. I don't want to work with people who I think I know more, because then there'll be no growth as an actor. I won't be good in the film. So I select directors, I select the kind of people they are more than I select the script. Apart from my first film, whatever, I've spoken enough about Savaria, but I remember when I was shooting Wake Up Sid, I was working with a newcomer called Ayan Mukherjee. He was 2 years younger to me. It was his first film. We shot the film for 3 days. My first day of shoot was with Sir. It was the bedroom scene where he's shouting at me because I was rude to my mother. That was the scene. So I remember I came home and he called me and he said, "Can I come and talk to you?" I said, "Yeah, of course." So he came, I'm lying on my bed, aram se, I'm tired and all. He's sitting on my floor and all. And he's like, "You are screwing up my film. You don't know what you're doing. You think you've become this actor, but this is a character that you're playing. You're playing a boy called Sid. You're not Ranbir. You have to be lazy, you have to be lethargic, you have to be a slacker. There is a body language to it. You're working with such senior actors like Mr. Anupam Kher. He's doing a scene to him. You're not even hearing what he's saying. And that's so important, like we always, when we're giving..."
That's why you were very good next day. I must say that I was pleasantly surprised when I did a scene with you first time. Not because I was not expecting it to happen. Not because I was underestimating you. Because when you do so many films, you in your mind think कि देखते हैं अभी नया बच्चा आया है, ये क्या करेगा? You shook me the first shot when you came. So I went into my makeup room. We didn't have a van at that time. I went upstairs. I told myself I better work hard for this film.
He's just being very modest.
No. I mean it. I mean it. That's why Wake Up Sid is one of my current best performances, and I've got amazing feedback on that.
That is true.
Because of your first shot with me. And if after that Ayan has shouted at you, I need to shout at him.